Welcome to Lobster Claws Recovery. I'm Brittany, and we are down on a beach we've been at before in Miami Beach. We are in the 90s. We are going to work our way north. And we've got the Garrett ATX. As you guys know, there, let's see if we can. So this is the Garrett ATX. This has been around over 10 years. I've got to set it up. I've got a harness for it. It is heavy. Make no mistake, it is heavy. This is not a detector for lightweights, people with shoulder problems, any kind of issues. So we put this around the shaft of the detector, and then I've got a bungee that locks into the harness. This harness is made by Mind Lab. See how that goes? Put it like this so it doesn't hurt my hand. And you just clip it in. All the weight is off your arm. So for those of you who are swinging the high-end Mind Lab gold units that are as heavy or heavier than this, you definitely want to look into this. You got some serious erosion. We should not ignore that, so we're probably going to do that first. Power's on the back. Then we're going to do a frequency scan, which takes a solid 35 seconds. This circuitry is previous gen, so it's slower. Got a lot of people looking at me. If you are easily embarrassed or you don't like people looking at you, metal detecting is not for you on the beach, because people not only stare at you, but they will ask you all kinds of questions. This detector just got a brand new coil assembly. These coils are nearly $500. The old coil assembly had a fraying wire. That wire runs up through the shaft. Really, nothing beats this detector on depth. This is the small coil. This is an 11 by 13 double D. a detector that will punch through sanded in conditions where other detectors were not going to be able to do it. Couldn't do it. Fisher has a pulse induction unit they are selling. It is $2,000. This detector is no longer for sale by the manufacturer. When it was for sale, it was in the kit that I bought it, which comes with a 15 by 20 coil. It came with 15 by 20 coil and a hard case. You're looking at nearly $3,500. I got it for less than half that by a seller who lives in Canada that barely used it. We're plodding along here. I have to admit, I'm trying to get used to this. I'm looking at the sensitivity meter. It's up here. It's got two modes, one of which is very uncommon. It's called a non-motion mode. So you can hold the detector still and it'll still sound off. Kind of like a pinpointer. A pinpointer is a good example of a non-motion pulse induction detector, if you can believe it. Yeah, for sure. A lot of them. So specifically, I'm talking about the XP detectors, the MI6 or the MI4. If it's in non-motion mode, it will go deeper. According to their tech support, it's about 10% deeper. I have to say, I'll be honest, I don't know if this is the right detector for this environment, because I think it's, well, we're going to try to, I'm going to ground balance it against the salt and the sand, and we're going to see if that makes a difference. Okay, quiet. Now, I got a more stable detector, but I got a detector that's not going to go as deep. But that noise can drive you nuts. That instability, to be precise. So we have the big scoop. This is the new scoop. It's custom made. They are available for sale. It's a foot deep. It's 9 inches wide. It's like about 5.5 inches high. I think it's in non-motion mode. Yeah. Put it near the scoop and it pegs the meter. Very difficult to get to use. I don't think it's easy, I'll be honest. It'll get better. I hope one day to be able to do some gold prospecting out west, like in Arizona, but right now that's a pipe dream. I will probably keep this detector for as long as I continue to metal detect. Primarily because it's a good unit, very, very deep. For the $1,600 I spent on it, you can't beat it. If I go and I get a Garrett Axiom, it's going to run me $3,000 for the light version and another $1,000 for the regular version. If I get the MindLab SDC 2300, we're right around that price point. I chose not to bring a backup metal detector, but it's probably a mistake. Wow, look at this. The beach is completely eroded farther down. I want to look at that and we'll see if we can find anything. Maybe I'll come back here tomorrow. That'll be Veterans Day, 2024, November 11th. I'm trying to get used to it by ear. You have to give this time. You're not going to get it the first time out. I've had it out one time before. So let's talk about the scoop. Definitely happy with the larger scoop. Oh, this is fascinating. Oh yes. Wow. See what you can do? Of course, you can also do this. Alright, we'll just keep walking. If I find something, I'll be back. So this is a seriously eroded area. Tore out all of the dunes, or part of the dunes. I'm hoping I find something. Frankly, my inexperience with this detector is not helping. I am going to turn around. Let's see. It's like seriously eroded. Here you have a child that has no sense, and so for all that erosion, he's creating more damage, which is what people do. They just don't have any sense, not a goddamn bit. And the father's up there, and he doesn't have any sense to tell him not to do it. How are kids supposed to learn if the parents are too stupid to know any better? So they don't teach them anything. You can see how deep these plants put their roots. Good 3 feet, 4 feet. These little girls, one's trying to push the other one off the cliff. It's amazing. I know they're joking around, but kids are a trip. Nothing. This is a great place to find old gold. It's also a great place to find nothing. I put it in non-motion mode. I'm gonna have to come to the beach with some coins and practice, because, and some gold, because this is rough. Doing it at my house is impossible because there's so much damn EMI. The other thing I would comment on is that this detector requires more concentration than a modern VLF detector like a Manticore or a Deus, because the tones, you're as much listening for breaking the threshold as you are for an increase in the volume of the tone to tell you have a target and that it's picked it up. So, all right. Well, I'm reasonably certain I have a target. Okay, right there. Whatever it is, I'm on top of it. I felt it. I'm gonna back off. I think it's out of the hole. Oh yeah. I knew this would be a good place to detect. I'll hit it again. I'm looking for the maker's mark. I think 14. Outstanding. You guys got this? Okay. Yippee-ki-yay. What's this? I'm not sure it's gold or not. It's got a maker's mark. It's just got a weird freaking finish. Alright, we're gonna find out. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, even just the prospect sure looks real to me. This is super deep. This is a great area. Let me show you. You see that umbrella down there? It's about 200 yards down, maybe a little less. That's where the erosion is. So I'm gonna hit back here actually, versus up down by the water, because we don't know when this is gonna disappear. Okay, we're on the scoreboard. A ring is a ring is a ring. Isn't that what Meryl says? Well, let's find out if it's gold. I think it's 14. Okay, bye. We found an old coin. Heavily encrusted. It is a quarter. Maybe. It's unusual. It's got serrations on the edge, but it's too small for a quarter. It's gonna need a good cleaning. Wow, this thing is something else. Oh, look at that. Alright, gang. So far, so good. Bit of a learning curve. Oh. So on the scoreboard is one gold ring, likely, to be tested, and a coin I can't identify yet. Okay. Got it. Gotcha. I see it from here. That's a nickel. Gotcha. Are you shitting me? It's a buffalo nickel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. 65. 1965. Alright, gang, so here's the score. We got 1 gold ring, likely 14 karat. I've got a buffalo nickel. Now, those of you who live north, like any of the northern states, a buffalo nickel is not a big deal. But a buffalo nickel here in Miami Beach is crazy. My shirt's a buffalo, yeah. It's like in good condition. You can clearly see the buffalo on the back. I used to collect coins when I was a kid. I know a buffalo nickel when I see it. The other ones I can't even identify. They could be also pretty good. They were buried under about 4 feet of sand. The quarter that I found was 1965, and half of Washington's face was eaten away, but it was clearly identified as a quarter and a 1965 year that it was produced. Anyway, it's kind of interesting because this is such an unusual area to have access to. All of this back about 40-50 feet is new access. The sand is gone. You can see where those people are down there. It was that wide, so maybe they lost 60 feet of beach, 6-0. I'll be out here as long as I can, which is probably about another hour, and then we'll probably come back. All right, so yeah, that's it. I hope to find more gold out here, and that's what it's all about. So whether you come back to a site or not is really irrelevant. It doesn't make you boring if you're digging up targets, yeah? All right, let's keep going. We'll play it by ear. All right. Got a good amount of crap. Of course, I picked up got a bunch of plastic because that's what I do. I didn't get it all, trust me. That aluminum cap came out of a all these coins are really old and they're really in bad shape. How are you? Good. Really messed up. This is a quarter that the face has been eaten right out of George Washington's face. And then we've got another quarter. We're gonna get the dates off of these. I don't know, effing clue. One of them's a fucking buffalo nickel, man. This is just a Jefferson nickel. Jefferson nickel. Listen to that. This is the buffalo. Cannot believe a buffalo nickel on Miami Beach. We'll clean them up. You'll find out. I don't know how I was able to see that. This is another Jefferson. I could see the big fat buffalo's ass on the back of the coin. That's how I know. This is a dime. Any more than that, I couldn't tell you shit because it's corroded. Ugh. But it's not corroded. So, oh yeah. Adios. I got a bit more crap in here. Ooh, look, another quarter. Yeah, this thing, this detector's great. I just got to get used to it. Yeah, and you're gonna dig shit because it doesn't have any discrimination any more than I do when I talk. Alright, batteries. I don't know what that stamp says. I think it says 14. hand stamped. I'm gonna acid test it, but my money is on 14 karat. Could be a little higher, could be 18. It's got a couple of dents in it. It's definitely gold. I'm positive on that. The coins. Where's the buffalo? Looking for the buffalo. I don't know. For you people up in the Northeast, you can giggle all you want because they find lots of. I think that's the. No. Golly. Right, that's Jefferson. It's the Monticello on the back. On the obverse. Quarter. I can't see shit. Alright, I gotta clean them up. Alright, gang. Thanks for visiting Last Couple with me. And I look like hell, so otherwise I would show my face. As you all know, this is the Garrett ATX. It's been around a long time. I have had my eye on getting one for over 5 years. I am extremely fortunate to be able to afford to get one and to have bought one at the price I did, roughly $1,600. And it's not case. That's the Garrett case. And I don't know where the giant other coil is. And that's the other coil. Is that crazy or what? This thing is 20 inches long and it's 15 inches wide. Some people will say that it doesn't find little things. Now, is this true? I don't know, but I know that the technicians that work at Garrett say as long as you go slow, you will find small targets. And I can't imagine how deep. I mean, I don't know. The ring wasn't deep, honestly. It was just like about 8 inches down. But the level at which the sand was over 4 feet deeper than you would otherwise be able to get to, even if it were theoretically possible, hypothetically possible, for you to have gained access to that, because that was underneath the dunes. But the dunes are gone. They were eaten away by 7, 8, 9 foot waves. So we're going to take this out one day. This is brand new. That has never been used. We got to put it to use. I got the skid plate for it. There's another skid plate that's closed in. That is not for the beach. Boy, would you be sorry to take that to the beach. Oh, no, no, no. All it's going to do is collect sand. But this really is going to end up for gold prospecting. That is the ultimate goal. Alright, we're going to be starting a new chapter soon. I really do want to start prospecting for gold. But while I'm stuck in Florida, I will be using this kind of equipment to find deep gold targets on the beach. Thank you again for visiting Lobster Claws Recovery. I'm Brittany. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Isn't it cool? I'm so happy. I could have sworn I pulled up a buffalo nickel. Is that it? I can't tell. I thought it was. You know, when I looked at it under the light, yeah, that's it. That's a buffalo nickel. I can see it right there. That's a buffalo. I'll clean it up. You guys will find out. That's so exciting. I mean, it's very, very odd to find such things on Miami Beach. It would probably represent one of the original people that was in Florida because the coin is that old. All right, bye.